Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. 2 videos on a Sunday. Wow, how amazing, right, guys? All right. Well, this video, look, we've been following this, like I say, a centipede, the human centipede of breakups. You know what a human centipede? We all know the graphic. There's one ATM, ATM, ATM. Person in the back, check please. Well, in this case, it's just one little micro breakup after another. You know, it's 2022. This is today's world. If you like a post that says move in together, it speeds up the breakup process. Follow me for more relationship advice. Chances are you're broken up. I mean, if I liked that, people go, there's no way, you know. I mean, some relationships, you know, you don't read into little things if it's been proven, you know, to be a certain way. But it's like if you build a new house and you hear creaking happening in a windy day, you're like, is this house up to code? Is this relationship up to code? That's the question. If a house has been up for 100 years, it survived the 1918 pandemic, it survived the collapse of this and the Chernobyl, that house is going to be okay. But we might have some shoddy contractor work going on here in the relationship known as Maurissa and Riley. It's over. The relationship's over, right? We haven't gotten their official statement. By the way, am I killing it in this video or what? I feel like I went in hot and we're just having a blast. So anyway, she likes this photo and, of course, the emoji. I love picking out emojis. If you actually want to see the process by which I pick out emojis and put together these thumbnails here, go to patreon.com/Dave Neal. I've been doing 2 and up to 3, actually sometimes 4 private live streams a week where I will literally construct the thumbnail and then record the video and you guys get to see the behind the scenes. It might be interesting, might not. All right, so we'll get into this story in a little bit more. And don't forget, Dave Neal Show is live. We went live this past week. I said when we get 1,000 subs, we'll go live, and you guys made me keep my word. We made 6 videos over the week. Some interesting stuff. Some the scientific and medical community fighting Spotify to have misinformation warnings on certain podcasts. I talk about that. You might know what my opinion's going to be. You might not. We look at all sides, and then I actually have 3 Britney Spears videos up because it's been a dumpster fire of a week for her and her sister, sadly. But then, are our family's relationships doing great too? You know what I mean? Make your own beds. All right, so anyway, oh boy, Sandra says, hey Dave, can you say hi to my hubby Gerard? He gets so excited when I put your videos on. All right, let's all say hi to Gerard on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Gerard! Can I call him Jerry? Sandra and Jerry, that sounds like an adorable couple. So by all means, I hope you guys are having a pleasant day. You know, I'm making content today because my Patriots are winning by so much. Wait, what's that? They lost? By a lot? By a record amount of touchdowns they lost? But Tom Brady's winning? Tom Brady's no longer with the Patriots? But Gronkowski's with Tom Brady? And they're still winning? Well, that's an A+ in my book. All right, folks. True fair weather fan from New England here. All right, so this is the post from Crazy Bitch Probs. Move in together, speeds up the process, liked by Maurissa. So we know all that. Let's read a few of your comments. I honestly don't think there was a bad guy necessarily, if I had to speculate. It sounds like they moved in together and were probably so excited about it, and based on how quickly it happened, maybe didn't anticipate how difficult it would be. He has a job, friends, gym, established life there. She was probably excited to move to New York City and thought it would be fun and exciting without thinking through the practical elements of not having her own social circle, jobs, hobbies, etc. in place. Reality probably hit hard once the initial excitement wore off. And moving in together as a couple is usually difficult at the beginning as you learn to live with this new person. It is for any couple, but I think she probably didn't have the support in the form of friends or family close by to be able to lean on and spend time with. He also seems more laid back and maybe could invalidate her when she was needing it. From Bachelor in Paradise, I get the sense that she is someone who needs a more affirmation and validation, which there's nothing wrong with. Well, I mean, there actually is something wrong with that. Not to say people are bad that feel that way, but it's like we're looking to control aspects of our relationship we can't control. Trust me, coming from me, if I'm like anxious and needy, where are you? Why haven't you gotten back to me? It's like, I need to work on myself. Right? Relationships should be the dessert, not the main course. And until we learn that, we're just going to be putting duct tape on the holes of our ship. Oh boy, we're just churning it today. So there's nothing wrong with it. They say I'm like that too. I know they're just being kind. She also doesn't seem like she has that much relationship experience. If she said on Bachelor in Paradise that she had never been taken on a real date. Going from that to getting engaged to moving in together in the span of a few months is a lot. I can relate to not going on many real dates. It's 2022. It's 2021 when they met. I mean, it's in today's world, you just swipe on Tinder until you pump Harrison's out of bodega. I mean, listen, this is just the way it is. I'm not saying it should be different. We should go back to the good old days. I mean, some aspects of them when we were courting people and we were on the make and you gave someone your pin. Now you don't give someone your pin. You give them a new strain of HPV. We're getting into it, folks. It's a Sunday. Let's go. All right. So, you know what? I was searching for Maurissa and I found, and by the way, love Maurissa. Love that she's able to show her flaws and know who she is. And hopefully she gets some help because look, I don't know. And not to say that Riley doesn't have any work to do. Maybe he cheated. We have no idea. We have no idea. But like people said, New York City was Riley's home field advantage. I know what it's like. I've moved to New York City by myself going through a breakup, actually, and it made it 100% worse. And it was also in the winter. The slush in New York City. You think you're stepping into the road, and next thing you know, you're thigh deep in like ice sludge. So I kind of know what it's like. If it's true that Maurissa, and she's young, right? It takes a long time to learn how to go to the movies by yourself, go out to dinner by yourself, read a book at a bar. I mean, like something you used to be like, wow, what a loser, right? But it's like, how do you become comfortable in your own skin? And if Riley's got a 5 a.m. gym that he goes to, he's a lawyer. Is he still practicing? He's got all these other aspects of his life. To him, the relationship is the dessert. And we know Riley loves desserts. Who doesn't? And then for Maurissa, as we saw in Bachelor in Paradise, Riley goes away to that date that they went to, and she's like, oh my gosh, he's probably making out with someone, all these other issues. He's doing the worm by himself. By the way, great technique on the worm, by the way. I've always loved Riley. I really have. So could it be possible that their relationship's just flawed because he couldn't give her this amount of energy and attention that no healthy relationship should give? Maybe, but I'm not blaming her. Now's the time in your 20s to figure yourself out, and 30s and 40s and 50s. It never ends, right? If you think you figured it all out, you're probably ignorant to whatever the next generation is going to bring to you. I figured it all out. No, you didn't. There's more. But wait, there's more. So, I don't know, Gerald. How am I doing, Gerald? Gerald? I'm going to call you Gerald from now, just Geraldo. So, look, I hope she can find hobbies. And if she doesn't have a job, being an influencer, if that is her job, could be very lonely if you're out by yourself. Find someone with a similar following size as you that you can take photos of each other, go to the park, do your influencer things. That can be fun. You can make something out of it. I hope I think she did move back to Georgia, the state, not the country. And I hope that she is able to find hobbies that enrich her, that feed her soul, that she finds things that she likes to do. And I'm sure by doing that, she'll find a community around there. And trust me, Maurissa, and to anyone else listening, the most attractive version of yourself is the version that is busy, loving, and leading your own life. Let me repeat that. The most attractive version that you could show somebody else is the irony of not needing to show them by running full speed in the direction of your dreams. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? Who wouldn't want to invest in a company that's shooting for their own goals in life? Be the boss that we know you are of your own company. So I found this article. I'm not going to get too far into it. When I was searching for Maurissa, I was searching for a cover photo. And this is actually from before she was on Bachelor in Paradise. The Bachelor's Maurissa Gunn. I gained then lost 80 pounds after pageants destroyed my self-image. I was just so set on losing all the weight and getting skinny that I didn't do it in a healthy way. It's a very interesting article about, kind of learning how to, it says she was on season 24 of Bachelor, Peter Webb's season. I've been through a whirlwind of events since competing in Miss Teen USA that caused me to lose weight, gain weight, and lose even more weight. But I finally found a routine that has made me the healthiest and happiest I've ever been. So good for her for kind of learning to find her healthy body. Now, I've been asked by a ton of people to make a video about this woman who says that the Bachelor ghosted on her because she's a size 6 to 8, and there's more aspects of the video I'm not going to cover today. I did plan on interviewing her 2 Sundays ago, so I've had this story in my pocket for a few weeks. She got sick and couldn't do the interview with me. I'll try to get her on tomorrow. I don't know if there's enough to talk about just from her TikTok. I'd love to talk to her more. As far as the Bachelor not having enough women of size, of different sizes, that's totally non-negotiably true. That is true. The Bachelor doesn't necessarily represent the average looking person or Bachelorette for men and women. I mean, golly, if I were on The Bachelorette, I would be the scrawniest guy on The Bachelorette. As a comedian, I'm one of the stronger comedians I know. You know what I mean? Like comics are not necessarily hitting the gym too hard, right? Our muscles are our mind. You know what I mean? So the point being is that the show has an unrealistic look at sizes, and we'll get into that more so in that video, which I'm going to try to get that video out tomorrow. Then again, if I can schedule an interview with her, we'll talk. But there's people on both sides. There's people with that conversation that say, you're not wrong, but also you're a beautiful size, and your size has been represented before. I don't even know if that's a place where I want to touch that conversation. You know what I mean? But I am happy to hear what she has to say about it. And as far as Maurissa and Riley go, it's okay if relationships don't work out. When relationships don't work out, the benefit, just like if you get fired from a job, right? The exit interview, the benefit we can all get from a relationship not working out is to look within and say, what did I do wrong? And once you address what you did wrong, and you can go, what do I want from another person that they didn't give me? If ever you're in a relationship and it ends and you go, I need a different person that can handle my X, Y, and Z. That's why I don't really like the Marilyn Monroe. If you can't love me at the worst, you can't have me at my best. It's like, how about do the work of why you are at your worst so that you don't always present that to others? Again, goes both ways. We don't know what kind of Riley, he could have been not giving her any time at all. You know what I mean? She could have had a very reasonable expectation from Riley, and he was too busy pumping iron. Gosh knows he's strong. You know what I mean? That takes time at the gym. Either way, we don't know, but teachable opportunities for us to always look at our own life and relationships and say, hey, how can I be a better version of myself? That's the goal. That's it for me on this Sunday. Plenty of content coming tomorrow. No episode tomorrow night. We'll do a special live stream tomorrow. Just so we can all hang out. Go to my Instagram at DNeals, and I will post tomorrow the time of that live stream. Expect it in the afternoon sometime. All right, folks. Talk to you later. Go Brady.